Hey everybody, appreciate you tuning in. Welcome back to another day trading recap. So today I'm going to finish the day down $3, so basically a flat day. Now the opportunity out there was pretty slim pickings. The overall indices were down, I want to say 2 to 3%, so it was a pretty rough day in the overall markets. Definitely bearish sentiment out there. So getting up this morning, looking at the gap scanner, we had MOTS was up a little over 100% when I looked at it, and the rest of the gaps were relatively small. We had MOTS, and then the rest of the stuff that was up on news was maybe 20-30% gap. The chart slipped, okay, but my focus was 90% on MOTS. This one looked pretty good going to the open. Looking at the 1-minute chart right here. So yesterday we had stock BIAF kind of have a similar chart pattern to what this one had coming into the open. And we ended up having a really nice dip and a red to green on that stock. So looking at this one, we opened and it started selling off right away. I was looking for a similar setup, and I was looking very closely. And I kind of missed a setup that I was looking at on SNTI. And I'll get to that one in just a second. But I was looking at this one here. I almost took an entry. Get over to the 15-second chart here. So I almost took an entry here when we started to flatten around 445. But it was just looking heavy. I didn't really trust it. And I knew the markets were already kind of selling off when the day opened, so I didn't touch it here. And I'm glad that I didn't because, yeah, sellers were all over this thing. So unless you were able to trade the front side of the move pre-market, there was really no opportunity for long trades on this thing. So that was disappointing to see. So then let's go over to SNTI. So this was the stock that I did take a couple trades on today, and I was basically flat on it, like I said, down $3. But I had one loser and a couple small winner flat trades to kind of get me to where I was. But I was looking at MOTS this morning, and I had this line's descending resistance drawn on here. But I was focusing too much on MOTS, and this thing did end up breaking out decently. But I didn't really care for it because off the open, we were down off VWAP like 15 cents, and the chart really didn't look that good. So I let this one go without me. And then when it made this move here, we had this nice wick down, and it pushed through. This is when I kind of missed the trades here. So getting over to the 15-second chart here. Where was the break of 2? No, that wasn't the break of 2. I was back here. But in any case, I missed this trade here. So that was kind of the first one that I missed. And the second one, I'm trying to look at the 1 minute for context here, was... Well, I was looking too far ahead the day. No, that wasn't even a trade that I took. I'm thinking of this area right here. So kind of a similar thing where we had this consolidation, big leg down, and on the 1 minute it made this really nice bottoming wick, which these are setups I really like to get aggressive on. We'll have a flush, and then it'll get bought up really aggressively, and then it goes from red on the candle to green, and then sometimes that'll trigger some really nice buying pressure. So I didn't end up taking any trades there. Now the one setup that I missed, besides that one, let me try to find it here, was a 10-cent move. Now, like I said, granted, on this stock, it was right up here. It was slim pickings. The action wasn't that great. It's a little bit cheaper, but I mean, that was fine. And then this was the setup right here that I wanted to take, and I missed. So we pushed up here, made a nice move. I didn't take any trades through this, and then we started to base out a little bit. We got this descending support. I keep saying support, descending resistance. I told myself if we get the dip to 99 or 98, I'm going to be a buyer. We dipped down here and maybe 99. It looks like the low was actually 2. I didn't take an entry and then ended up giving 10 cents. And it was a really clean move right there. So it would have been some nice profit. But even still, I mean, it was only like 9 cents if I got it. I mean, and that's if I got it from the bottom to the top, which is always a little bit unrealistic. So, say 6 or 7 cents. And then we had a nice double bounce here. But like I said, the action on this thing was just pretty tough. And I was a little bit apprehensive after we had MOTS go down the drain. Market sentiment, it just wasn't there. So, you know what? It is what it is. But I think that's going to wrap it up for me. There's not a whole lot else to cover for today, honestly. It's a little bit later in the day. It's 9:30, but better late than never to do a recap. So, as always, everybody trade safe. Have a good day. I guess have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow live streaming. Hopefully we see some good action Friday. I'll try to stream Power Hour as well because that's something that I would like to start doing is trading Power Hour, at least on Fridays nonetheless. So just make some time to be here. But anyway, it's going to wrap it up for me. Later.